And welcome back to our second half.
This is only going to be like 15 minutes.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we'll zoom by this. So, as we promised, we have a part of the show where we talk about, one subject mostly for like their most period of time, even though we did talk a lot about E3 and hidden games and stuff. But hey, this is part of our show. This is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
love opinion.
Yeah. So, I mean, E3's coming up. Like we said, there's too many things to really like jump on because there's too much speculation going on, too many things that may show up, too many things that are not. Two things that we don't even know are going to show up.
But I love speculation. I love rumors. And it's just that stuff is fun. I love, because like I said, we talked about this in the first portion of the show. When X and Y first came out, there was so many different hints to the Hoenn region, which is Ruby Sapphire, that people started coming out with like, oh, they're going to come out with a remake to Ruby Sapphire. And people are like, no, they're not. That's stupid. But, like, they did.
Yeah, and that's coming
ever
out
since that. People went insane. Like my Twitter blew up that day, my Facebook blew up that day because all my friends were like, "Dude, it's happening!" Because I had originally I caught all those.
Like that GIF, it's happening.
It's happening. No, because when I was playing through X and Y, I caught all those Hoenn references, and I was like, "Wow, are they hinting at Hoenn? This would be cool." And I would tell everyone down here, and I tell all my other friends like, "Yo, they're hinting at Hoenn. Like I hope that they remake the region." So the day they announced it, my Twitter and my Facebook got blown up with people telling me that it happened and I was correct. And I felt in that moment, I was so happy that I was right. So, I was like, I called it.
So, but now, the thing we do know about in E3 is Smash Bros. And to a point where Smash Bros. Now has this big thing where, Nintendo's doing a big thing, which is amazing, because the Smash Bros. Scene, the community has been around since Melee, I believe, because Melee made it big, because even the 64 wasn't like taken as serious until after Melee, matter of fact.
64 still had a pretty big following.
Yeah, but as far as tournaments and such like that, it wasn't like to that level.
No,
Melee
you're
was.
Right. Melee brought the tournaments to the limelight.
And it wasn't until, Isaiah saying, hey, I'm good at 64. And you're like, what? And it's like, oh, 64 can be used competitively too?
I'm actually really good at the 64 version.
You could jump in, man. So,
but I don't think of that because it's a little different. It's one of those things that once you've played Melee and whatever the hell Brawl is, because that game is atrocious. You start to feel some sort like your mechanics are it's a completely different game. You can't charge or smash in the original. You're just kind of like, whatever. And the only good character in that game is Fox. Let's be honest. There's no Falco.
I forget the tiers in that game, but I don't remember.
Fox and everything else is trash. It's just... I played a game once where my friends and I were all like, pick your best character. Everybody picked Fox. And I was like, well, this is going to be one of those games.
So, it got to a point with that, and Nintendo, like, basically shunning the Smash Bros. Community to a point where they didn't acknowledge anything, to a point where Smash Bros. Is kind of taken out of competitive gaming for a while, which is not Nintendo's fault. That's a completely separate thing. And then it came back to life, even to the Nintendo's chagrin, by making Brawl, which was basically a anti-competitive, Smash game.
Tripping.
Yeah, I know.
I can't.
And that slow speed. But then, with Project M that started as the mod of Brawl, which it gave the mechanics of Melee to Brawl and added some other things as well with it and kept some of the Brawl features as well, besides stripping.
It's basically Project M, as what I like to say, the game that Brawl should have been.
Which is what a lot of people say.
Yes.
So, but now it's gotten to a point where, and let's be real about this, people. The only reason why Nintendo is doing this is because the Wii U is not selling well. To this point right now, it's sold over 6 million consoles or whatever the case may be. I forget, or whatever the case may be. But it's got to a point where they had to basically kiss the entire Smash community's ass and say, look, this is the new Smash Bros. It's coming on the Wii U. And slowly but surely releasing like all these characters that people love. And not only that, releasing a special adapter announced a couple of weeks ago.
My face lit up when they announced the GameCube controller adapter.
And that's the fact that you could use your old GameCube controllers with that adapter, and also and that's the case, they're going to release new ones, which I'm still confused about, because I remember they announcing that they were going to release GameCube controllers, but that was going to connect to the Wii U. The Wii remote.
The Wii remote.
But now when they come up with this adapter, are they still going to be doing that third-party GameCube controller that's also partnered with Nintendo, or is something else going on? That's something I'm confused about. But since they announced the adapter, they announced that, I mean, and also where I'm getting to at E3, they're having a special invitational with some of the top players of Smash.
Which would be pretty awesome. I'd love to watch that.
Yeah, except for Mango and Mewtwo King and Chillin and
It's some of the top competition minus the top competition. So,
but you know, it's an image thing, and people understand why. Except for Chillin, I don't understand why. But you know, I understand Mango and Mewtwo King. You know, fine, but. I mean, they also had to diversify it, so they got some of the girls that, you know, may be known or may be lesser known, but they brought them in, you know. So and I didn't know. I was like, who the hell is that? I was like, oh, she plays Project M. Okay, I didn't realize. But you know, it was a girl from Long Island, and I forget her name right now. And that sucks because I really should have had the list in front of me, but our bad. But then we don't even have to go through the list because I mean, you can look it up and see it for yourself.
Why do we got to tell you? Look it up yourself.
Yeah, gosh. Why would
we're only informing you. Why should we tell you?
Yeah, gosh. You know, what kind of show would this be? This podcast. Jeez. Two broke gamers. I'm too broke to even look up information right now. So
there's also a lot of names on there. I don't want to list it's just a lot of people.
But it's a good amount of people.
It's a good amount of people, but I'm just not going to go listing them off.
But
we'll have it. It'll be in the about. We'll link it for you.
Yeah, whatever. So with the with the Smash Invitational happening, it's great for the community. But then where's it going to go? A lot of people are thinking negative of it. People are like they're using this to scam people, and even to a point where Sakurai. I forget his first name right now, but you know, he's the guy who's created Smash Bros. He had it where he had a tweet basically that, any glitches or any errors that you see in the tournament, just laugh at it and move on, because this is a game that what you're gonna see is a game that's still in development.
Yeah,
you know, and that kind of scared some people because it was like, oh no, if they find out wave dashing, they might take it out like last time and that, and
yeah.
And people need to calm down with that. Only because think about this. Like I said earlier, they're kissing the Smash community's ass, not only just to make them love this new Smash Bros. To help, because they're kind of using them to sell the game, kind of. But they're also not going to screw those people over, especially with a new audience coming in too. Because ever since they announced the Smash Bros. Like Direct, like all of a sudden the hype for Smash Bros. Just went insane, and there's been a heightened memberships of the Reddit Smash Bros, of Smash boards itself. Like a lot of new members came in, and a lot of people just became interested in Smash, and a lot of people are coming to tournaments now. That now it's getting bigger and bigger, and people want to be a part of the scene, and people want to know what it's about.
Which I also think that they're doing it right with this game, as what we've seen so far by what we see in the Direct. I think they're doing it right. They are having the for play and for fun and for glory modes, which is awesome.
But
I think.
But cool. Some people were kind of turned off with this for glory because it was like, oh, it's not. We don't only play in Final Destination. This isn't the Fox only. No items. It's not that. I mean, people.
No items. Fox only. Final Destination. Fox only.
Yeah, you're stumbling into that, but you're.
I don't remember the actual skit, but it's funny. Go look it up.
So. It's not that, but people play on Battlefield. People play on Yoshi's story.
Hey, but they said that. I thought they said that everything's going to be like Final Destination, but I hope that I personally don't like platforms.
But the platforms also depend on the character, because certain people have certain characters have certain advantages on Final Destination versus other characters that don't.
Right.
And other characters are kind of evened out with platforms, which is why Battlefield's also preferred, which is also why people were kind of having some hope with the for glory versus for fun mode, because the final of the tournament. Oh yeah, we should lay out the rules too before I even get to that part. Now the tournament itself, which I mean, it's obvious Nintendo was going to do this because they have to show the game as a whole. They are going to have 4 players at a time on one screen fighting each other with items on.
I did read this. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So the top 2 move on. The further you get along into the tournament, the lesser the items they are, until the grand finals,
where there's no items.
No items.
No items.
And it's going to be on Battlefield.
Battlefield.
And that's what people are like, wait a minute. So Nintendo hears us and Nintendo listens to us, because we complained with Final Destination. it's not just Final Destination we fight on. There's other stages too. So hopefully they'll change that part if they have time, because this game, the 3DS version has to be done. No, there's nobody.
They're not going to work on this until it's coming out tomorrow. It's got one more tweak to do. You got to have this game ready and shipped out a month before it's actually time to release.
Exactly. So, the Wii U version is still going to get worked on, of course, because I think that's going to be the major version. And even to a point where I think that, a lot of people think this is incorrect. I think it's correct for this reason, which, the 3DS version is going to sell the Wii U version. Why? Because the 3DS, if they don't release all the characters next week at E3, if they don't do that at all, the 3DS, say if they don't announce all the characters and they just leave the character roster as it is right now, you unlock some characters in the 3DS. People are going to go crazy on the social media, Facebook, Twitter, Smashboards, Reddit. They're going to be like, oh, I just unlocked Captain Falcon, and guess what? That means he's going to be in the Wii U version.
Yeah.
If Nintendo did that, it'd be smart, because then it also advertises the Wii U version, but then also, it'd be, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's a positive in how it's going to advertise for the Wii U version.
Well, you're right. They already did say that everything that's in the DS, all the characters rather that are in the DS version, will in fact be in the Wii version. So you can't be like, oh, I unlocked Captain Falcon here. I wonder, it's going. If it happens in the 3DS, it's going to happen in the Wii U.
And this is another reason why I don't think, if there's some sort of wave dashing or whatever the case may be for that game, Nintendo won't be dumb. Because, what do they look like if they're trying to, kiss the ass of the Smash community, make the game kind of how they want it, but also try to sell it for a general audience as well, and then screwing over the people, because what they're trying to do is get guaranteed money. They've already guaranteed Wii U sales and Smash Bros. Sales because of what they announced with the GameCube adapter, with the character roster, with the online for glory for whatever mode.
If they're really smart, they'll make a package where it's like a special Smash Brothers Wii U that comes with the game, and it comes with an adapter, and it comes with a GameCube controller. They're smart. They could play this. They could sell that for a big chunk of cash and be like, it comes with an adapter, it comes with 2 controllers, it comes with the game, it comes with a special Wii U, Smash Brothers Wii U edition. Like, they can milk this, and I would buy it.
Yeah.
If I wasn't broke.
And the theme, I actually got a Wii U as a gift, so my girlfriend gave me that, funny enough. So I was I think the first game I actually owned on myself that I bought myself was Mario Kart 8. And besides the games that I downloaded too, but the games would get gifted. Like, thanks, babe. But people are still cautious, but I don't think they should, because if Nintendo actually were going to screw the people over, we got your money, F yeah, whatever. You know how bad that looks for business? That would be dumb if they did that.
You're betraying your player base. The people that make you money, the reason you survive, the reason you are here. If you betray them, that's all kinds of messed up.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't know if riots would happen, but it would be a huge protest. You know what I mean? Like against Nintendo Online. At least like people were saying they're not going to play Nintendo, they're going to do this or whatever. It would be huge. So I don't think Nintendo would be dumb enough to do so. They're gonna make the game the way they want to make it, and also appease the fans in some way too, to a point where I think Smash Bros. The new version for the Wii U and possibly for the 3DS, because I think the 3DS version is gonna be a good version by itself. Maybe Brawl-like, maybe the newer Smash 4 version like, but it's definitely gonna be something that'll be worth getting. And I think that I don't think Nintendo is gonna mess this one up, and especially the hype that's behind it. We'll see what happens, and especially I think this tournament could make or break the Smash community. If it'll sell people on it, then definitely. But I think even if the tournament doesn't, I don't see it failing in some way.
I don't see this game failing at all.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like, the only way this game would fail is if the Wii U just fails, which it kind of is. But I feel like this is the savior for the Wii U. Like Mario Kart brought it back. Like, it brought it back to the surface. But the Smash Bros. Is gonna bring a boat. They're gonna rescue this console.
And especially it's smart bringing it out for the holiday season. That's very smart of them.
Definitely.
So this is it for our podcast. The first content. I myself am Ricky.
I'm Steve.
And we hope you enjoyed it. And we hope to bring some more with more features, not just the Blink audio.
Right.
We do have our.
This was the first episode. It's very rough, and we have a lot planned for this. So. We're going to be coming with video eventually. We're going to be having all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, if we're bro gamers, but we're going to eventually come up with something somehow. If hopefully this all works out,
I forgot I was going to do it, but I want to give a shout out to my buddy Harold. He's actually going to be editing the audio and the video and stuff when we do have it.
He's our third member of our show.
He's our Barry. He's our Barry.
Yeah.
Thank you, Harold. You're the man.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys for listening to this.
Yes, and we hope you tune in next week. This should be every Friday thing, a weekly thing.
Well, it might be uploaded on Saturday.
Yeah, hey, who knows? But we'll see you then. Thank you so much.
Later.